Hello.
Well, I didn't calibrate my Alexa. Volume 0. I didn't calibrate my green screen. Let's see if we can do that real quick. I also realised that because of the top that I'm wearing, there's a gap in my chest, but I can't be bothered going to change that, so you have to not care. So I played Manor Lords a long time ago. Too long ago. Because of my stupid cycle system. And in the meantime, the Xbox boycott happened, so it looked like we weren't going to pick up Manor Lords because I had it as a game preview on Xbox Game Pass. But I have acquired it now on Steam. I can't remember if I bought it on a sale or if I got it for free. And there's this where are you? There's this guide here about how you can transfer the files over from your Game Pass to Steam, which basically involves, it seems, grabbing this file and copying it over and grabbing this file and copying it over, and then apparently preview it as the details, and we rename the smaller game file save game underscore one underscore descr.sav, and then we rename the that's 2 kilobits. That's 2000. So that one we want to name this. Name the bigger file game save game underscore number, nothing else. And then name the smaller file that. So with any luck, that should give us. Hello, Delboy. With any luck, that should give us Manor Lords. Where are you? And hopefully it should just restore our save file. Or everything will explode. We'll find out. Firstly, the game has to run. Running install script. hopefully this won't take long. I've just finished a very dramatic D&D game where, as in, like, I finished the campaign, playing for under 3 years. Played a game. Played a character whose name was 40. 40 Scrub. They were a journalist. They became a journalist because their father had gone missing in some mysterious mists. And they were a relatively new journalist, but they heard about some mists and they're like, oh, this story seems both interesting and also relevant to my life mission. Ended up in Barovia, as people often do when they go through strange mists. Started off a quite light-hearted Irish-speaking character with some degree of whimsy and also quite sensible. And then the more trauma happened. People left, people joined, and out of character, what was happening was it was coming up to a period, I think 2 years ago, where I had a bunch of LARP things I was going to go to. It was going to be Ramadan. Something else was happening, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to make any of the games over the next 3 months. So it was my idea, but the DM was wholly in favor of it. Basically, we scripted a scene where 40 gets grabbed by some werewolves who had like taken a picking to him earlier in the campaign, and they basically killed him off screen. And I pretended to rage quit the game. I left the Discord. When the session ended, I didn't say anything to anyone. I just looked very sullen. Didn't speak to him for like 3 months. All the meanwhile, I was doing one-on-one sessions with the DM, working out what my character was doing. And then I came back in a very dramatic session where I teleported on top of a dragon the players were fighting and flashbanged them to let the players all escape. But the character changed. Like, Resurrection will do that to you. They came back as a lycanthrope. So they were dealing with that darkness of being a werewolf and having gone through death and like experiencing the brutality of what Barovia has to offer. They lost their hand, they have a rubber hand now. And like all the like evil urges in their heads, all the, like the hunter urges. Is this thing ever gonna stop running reinstall script? Like if I have to spend the next hour just talking about D&D campaign because this freaking game won't run, be really upset. And they had to basically deal with that. They became like obsessed with the idea that they had to kill Strahd, and that was their only like outcome. Like they can't go back to like normal life. The person who used to be is dead. We didn't know who they were, what their purpose anymore, what their identity is anymore. So all they did was they buried themselves in the obsession of killing Strahd. And I use this as a way to explore my own disassociation because I was going through like really like bad dissociation. So I was exploring that for the character. I was exploring the whole concept of I don't know who I am anymore. I've changed fundamentally. This big life like event, trauma has changed me. What I can't go back to my old life. So what's my way forward? I don't know. And they just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled. And then one day they came back. I missed a session. I came back next session and found out Strahd was killed and I wasn't there, which is a thing apparently that can happen. And I'm like, well, I guess I should become the next Dark Lord of Barovia. And I managed to defeat one of my demons in my head, and gain more control of my powers. And then I basically took over Barovia. I became a Dark Lord Strahd, but then I effectively became the campaign's new big bad, which was exciting. Like I think it's a twist that isn't unique. I don't think we're the first people to have ever done it, but it's rare in a D&D campaign because it's nature. It's very hard to do. I think we pulled it off. I think it was a natural progression, and I think there was enough like foreshadowing, but never kind of surety until it happened. And there was like a dramatic like 3 arc episode structure where like one episode I came back, I was like hidden from the rest of the players, I was invisible where they were like talking about what they're gonna do with me, and then I became visible and was like, thanks for telling me what your plans are. So I know how to counteract it now. And I was trying to talk to him, be like, hey, I'm not the bad guy. I just want to like rule Barovia so no one else will who's worse than me. One of the characters who we've been butting heads with didn't believe me, so he punched, and I was like, well, I guess he's not listening, so I take over Barovia. I teleported away, ran off, they chased after me, all my minions got in the way, and so like slowing them down, like shooting them from the tree line, and I managed to get away. It was very dramatic, it was very Batman-esque. With the traps. Got to Barovia, took control, got my big bad end game powers, got my extra HP, got my lair actions, my legendary actions, came up with loads of loot magic items, had a very complicated plan of how to defeat the characters. For the first session, they're walking right into my trap. It was only 3 rounds because there's so many moving parts that in the 2 hours we were playing, we only managed to get 3 rounds out. So all these dramatic steps took ages to get around to. One of the plans I didn't get to pull off because the person I was trying to target was invisible the entire time, but I managed to end the session power word killing someone, but they had 101 HP, so they survived. But I had a lair action, which means I could redo my turn, gain all the things I used back, but no one else does. So I did that. The next turn, powered kill them, ended up killing them. They had a magic item to let them have a save point. So they were theoretically able to redo what they did, what happened to them. Except another character burst in with a mecha they'd summoned that we didn't know about because they were scheming behind our backs. Knocked me off the chair, which apparently was all that needed to happen for me to not be the Lord of Barovia anymore. They took over. This other character was like, well, heck, you're not taking over either. Started to fight them. Irina, who was a PC in this campaign, destroyed the chair, annihilating the castle Ravenloft. We were all down to 1 HP. The other character got a jump on me, knocked me out. And, well, there was discussing what to do with me. The character who I've been playing this game with since the beginning basically says, I can save you if you let me, but you have to let me you. And my character's like, there is no saving me. And then thematically, I was managing to loop things down to his first ever motivation about saving his father, and he wished on the blade for his father to be safe and for the characters to look after him. But his father would be saved only if the players killed him. And then he's like, either you kill me and look after my father, or I come back and you have to deal with me. And then they killed him. And that was a really thematic. It's hard to convey a story arc like that in brief terms. But that's happened. Okay, how long do you realistically wait? Steam running install script. Not Stellars specifically. What a pause to use. Oh, come on, man. Oh, there we go. success. Well, possible. Ooh, it looks like it's saved. Yay. I can't remember the controls at all. Okay. The game. Something went wrong. So we'll see if this lasts. And I guess if not, I've got bigger. I mean, well, I don't like what it's doing now. Oh no, okay, that seems fine. I mean, I'm lagging. Okay, everything seems settled. We'll hope for the best, right? Do I?
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beaten sun.
This isn't my character at all.
Time to find a good tree and stop it.
I can't remember. How far these go? What's up, man? Come on. I think I should probably start again. I might do that in about 20 minutes. I just want to stress test this because something's going very weird with my computer. I don't know what. It seemed to like fine. Do all my buttons work? That works. That works. That really works. Test it. That works. This works. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're gonna call it, yeah, we're gonna start again because I'm absolutely so I'm gonna go deal with stuff and back start half an hour after that. Alright, stop that. That's all.